Welcome to the Franklin County Board of Commissioners meeting. I apologize for being late. I called yesterday to say that I would be running late today, so I'm sorry to keep you guys waiting. I apologize. That being said, call this meeting to order. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner O'Grady.
I pledge allegiance to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Seeing that we have no minutes to approve, we'll move right into the agenda, and the first up is the Court of Common Pleas.
Resolution number 771-19, resolution authorizing a transfer of general fund appropriations for the purchase of capital equipment.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Kimberly Canada, Director of Finance for the Common Pleas Court General Division. This resolution approves the transfer of appropriations to address the required purchase needed to upgrade the existing AV display system in the judge's conference room and jury assembly room. This purchase will allow each area to utilize more effectively when conducting meetings, presentations, and reviewing juror information. The amount of the transfer is $25,381. Pending any questions, we request your approval.
If there are no comments or questions.
Well,
If there are no
you're running the meeting, so I'm not supposed to move for approval.
Oh.
If there's no comments or questions.
Correct. I'm so used to doing that part now. I don't know. It's just like
If there's no
routine.
comments or questions, and I'm so used to not doing it, so.
This is odd.
If there's no
Marilyn,
comments.
where are you? Need you.
If there's no comments or questions, I will move for approval of Resolution 771-19.
Second. Let's get.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady.
Yeah, yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 771-19 has been adopted.
The mojo's
Thank
off 'cause
you.
Maryland's on.
I know.
You're
it's
welcome,
just-
Kimberly.
nothing feels right. Nothing feels right without Maryland. Next, the Clerk of Courts.
Resolution number 772-19, resolution authorizing a software as a service agreement, services contract, e-payment processing agreement, and Iron Mountain three-party escrow agreement with Tyler Technologies Incorporated for a court case management system in the amount of $8,811,275.
We'll rub Adam's head for good luck. Maybe that'll get us back on track.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning, Adam.
Morning.
Adam Lukow, Director of Technology, CIO, on behalf of the Clerk of Courts, Mary Ellen O'Shaughnessy, and the E-Governance Board. With me today is
Bill Seeloff, Legal Director and Administrative Magistrate, Domestic and Juvenile Court.
and this resolution is for a software as a service agreement, services contract, e-payment processing agreement, and Iron Mountain three-party agreement with Tyler Technologies Incorporated to replace our Franklin County Justice System, FCJS, a system that's over 30 years old and becoming more and more difficult to maintain and report against, and the probate courts case management system, which is also running on legacy technology.
And the system is going to be a joint partnership that involves the Clerk of Courts, General Division, Domestic and Juvenile, 10th District Court of Appeals, as well as our Probate Division. And the expected benefits out of this new system, I think most and important to me and a lot of the partners here is just the enhanced reporting capability, the ability to get data out of the system to report to the Supreme Court, to report to the commissioners and other entities throughout the state, real-time data transmission between this system and other state and county entities, the ability to configure the system quickly. The effort right now to make changes to the system is so difficult and onerous, and a lot of those will just be easy configuration changes by clerk staff, court staff, so that we can make those changes pretty seamlessly, pretty easily, as well as maintaining current functionality, but hopefully increasing efficiency and functionality for all of the court partners. And lastly, to have a cloud-hosted system that gives us a really good security blanket in terms of data recovery and any emergency issues, to have the ability to stand the system back up, continue to run.
You know, we had a really robust conversation on Thursday and briefing about what all this means for the future, and, you know, just how fantastic this is. But just one of the things we didn't talk about is just the idea that FCJS just gets to go away and we get to replace it with something that's fantastic. I mean, we've been talking about this for a long time too. I mean, people have been complaining about FCJS for as long as I can remember, and it was only about 10 years old when I got here. 20 years ago, and people were complaining about it then. So the idea that we're finally replacing it is just awesome in and of itself. So thank you for that. But beyond that, all the conversation that we had on Thursday and what this means for that allows for the next steps in the next generation of where this heads us in the future, and all the things that are going to be able to be accomplished from here. This is the next step to where we need to go. So this is just a fantastic thing and a great day. I'm happy to support this resolution. So if there's no other comments or any other questions from my colleague, I'd be more than happy to move for approval of Resolution 772-19.
I'll just add that I think this really speaks to the sort of 21st century nature that Franklin County is still evolving into. And this is a big purchase, but a big deal. But a county like Franklin County needs this kind of investment, and the timing couldn't be better, considering technology changes overnight for the most part. So to add to Commissioner O'Grady's points, I think this is a very important step for the future of Franklin County. So job well done, and I second that motion.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 772-19 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Great work, guys.
Engineer.
Resolution number 773-19, report third of the Franklin County Engineer establishing sums of compensation and damages for a portion of the owners on the Reynoldsburg-New Albany Road at Clark State Road Improvement Project, Jefferson Township, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $9,216.
Good morning, Commissioners. On
Morning.
behalf of Engineer Robertson, my name is Fritz Crozier, Chief Deputy of Engineering, and with me today is
Ryan Fagan, Special Projects Engine Inspector.
Commissioners. This first resolution seeks compensation for the property owners abutting the Reynoldsburg-New Albany Road at Clark State Road Improvement Project. This project's located in the northeast portion of Franklin County in Jefferson Township and will construct a modern roundabout utilizing ODOT safety and OPWC funding. We negotiated with the property owners, and compensation was based on fair market value. Pending any questions, I'd ask for your approval.
Move approval of Resolution 773-19.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 773-19 has been adopted. Resolution number 774-19, resolution authorizing the Franklin County Engineer to enter into agreements with farmers to leave corn stalks in the ground as snow fence barriers in the amount of $30,000.
Commissioners, this resolution authorizes the corn stalks for snow fence program. This will be our 20th year that we have proposed to utilize this program. With this program, the engineer partners with local farmers to minimize snow drifting along county roadways by utilizing the corn stalks. Pending any questions, I would ask for your approval.
If there's no questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 774-19.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 774-19 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Sheriff's Office.
Resolution number 775-19, resolution authorizing the acceptance of an Ohio Attorney General Law Enforcement Diversion Program grant for the Franklin County Heroin Overdose Prevention and Education HOPE Task Force in the amount of $54,450.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dave Masterson, Director of Administrative Services, representing Sheriff Dallas Baldwin. Passage of this resolution approves the acceptance of a grant from the Ohio Attorney General to augment the duties of our HOPE Task Force through June 30th, 2020. The activities will include investigation hours aimed at locating the source supplier on overdose cases and outreach-based activities for overdose victims to link them to support services for recovery. Pending any questions, I ask approval of this resolution.
If there's no questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 775-19.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 775-19 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Auditor.
Thanks, Dave.
Resolution number 776-19, resolution extending the period for filing an application for the registration of dogs in Franklin County without penalty pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, Section 955.01.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
With me is Bethany Sanders from our Auditor's Office. Also in the audience, we have Val Ramey, Monica Moran, and Zach Manifold. This resolution is to provide a pilot program extending the deadline for dog licensing to March 31st. It's our hope during this 2-year pilot program we'll be able to see an increase. We've received a number of feedback concerning the December-January deadline, the impact that has on families, and our overall goal is to see an increase. I also want to thank Eric Janis and the shelter and their collaboration for this pilot program.
We were discussing on Thursday the fact that there is a dearth of understanding. Folks just don't seem to get that they need to register their dogs. I've had a lot of conversations with my friends, and people just they either think they can register their dog once and then never have to register their dog again.
They could if they get a permanent license.
Exactly. They've got to register
they
their
don't.
dog for their lifetime. They don't do that. They register their dog for 1 year and think that's the last time they have to register their dog, or they just they don't think they ever have to register their dog or whatever it is. But it is it's an annual thing that people need to do, and so anything that we can do to make it easier for folks to register their dogs is a good thing. So appreciate it. I will, if there's no other conversation, I will move for approval of resolution 77619.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 776-19 has been adopted.
Corner.
Resolution number 777-19, resolution authorizing an agreement with AMN Healthcare recruiting firm for physician recruitment services for the Franklin County Coroner's Office in the amount of $33,000.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
My name is Amanda Alvarez. I'm the Director of Operations with the Franklin County Coroner's Office, and here representing Dr. Anna Hugh Ortiz. This resolution will authorize an agreement with AMN Healthcare, a recruiting firm for physician recruitment services for the Franklin County Coroner's Office. The service is to recruit one forensic pathologist for a newly opening vacancy. At this point, then we'll be fully staffed with 6 forensic pathologists. We have utilized this vendor services before with excellent outcome. So pending any questions, we would ask for your approval of this resolution.
There's no questions. I'll move approval of resolution 77719.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 777-19 has been adopted.
Thank you. Job and Family Services.
Resolution number 778-19, resolution approving 2 contracts with the House of Hope for Alcoholics Incorporated and Mary Haven Incorporated for residential treatment services in the amount of $205,000.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Vivian Turner, Assistant Director with Job and Family Services. This resolution will approve 2 contracts with House of Hope and the House of Hope and Mary Haven for residential treatment services. The Title 20 Social Services Programs intends to enable residents to improve self-sufficiency, support independent living, and strengthen family life. We are proposing to contract with the House of Hope for $100,000 to provide treatment for an estimated 14 low-income male residents that require intensive residential treatment services for drug and alcohol abuse. Mary Haven will be funded for a total of $105,000, will provide residential treatment for an estimated 40 low-income residents who are suffering from drug and alcohol abuse. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
There's no questions. I'll move approval of 77819.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 778-19 has been adopted. Resolution number 779-19, resolution approving a subaward agreement with Action for Children for quality early childhood learning program services in the amount of $125,000.
This resolution will approve the subaward agreement with Action for Children. As a county, we continue to promote increasing access to quality early learning so children enter school on track, ready to learn, and have a safe and nurturing learning environment while parents are engaged in work and or education. This agreement will continue our contractual relationship with Action for Children, our resource and referral agency for families searching for quality early learning programming eligible for publicly funded child care. Under the terms of this agreement, Action for Children will continue to maintain and update its database of its early learning programs and openings across the county. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
There's no questions. Move approval of 77919.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 779-19 has been adopted. Resolution number 780-19, resolution approving a subaward agreement with Columbus Urban League for a men's workforce suiting program in the amount of $35,000.
This resolution will approve a subaward agreement with the Columbus Urban League to support a workplace suiting program for low-income, unemployed, and underemployed men. Men referred to the My Brother's Closet are able to access career counseling, interview support in workplace suiting, and the program administered by the Urban League targets low-income men that are seeking employment. In the previous agreement, 100 low-income men were served. Under the proposed agreement, My Brother's Closet will suit approximately 140 men. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no questions, I'll move approval of 780-19.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 780-19 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Office of Aging.
Resolution number 781-19, resolution authorizing 2 grant agreements to provide housing stability outreach services for Franklin County senior options in the amount of $19,697.18.
Good morning, Commissioners. Michelle Missler, Director of the Office on Aging. The Office on Aging presents this resolution authorizing 2 grant agreements for services to address housing challenges for older adults within Franklin County. In 2018, Franklin County Office on Aging embarked on a new strategic effort where we pulled together community-based organizations to learn about the trials of housing among older adults. Following this exploratory conversation, staff from FCOA conducted 10 senior chats with over 149 older adults across Franklin County. During these community conversations, there were 5 themes that were heard from older adults and community partners, which included accessibility challenges, financial burdens, home repair and maintenance challenges, challenges with gentrification, and safety. The final step of our strategic outreach process was to pull together both the community partners and the older adults back into a room and define strategies to address the challenges that were shared. The 2 grants being presented via resolution today will be our agency's first step in addressing these challenges. Franklin County Office on Aging requests $14,697.18 to be awarded to Central Community House through December 31st, 2019. These funds will support a housing navigator that will focus on those over the age of 60 who are facing a housing crisis. This navigator will serve directly in the community to help individuals who are facing eviction, unable to pay their rent, or other housing costs to help preserve their housing. During our strategic process, staff were also able to attend eviction court to learn about the process an individual goes through when experiencing an eviction. Through this experience, our office was made aware of a social work student intern program that was happening in collaboration through Legal Aid and the College of Social Work at The Ohio State University. Via this resolution today, Franklin County Office on Aging also requests that $5,000 be awarded to Legal Aid Society of Columbus through December 31st, 2019. This grant award is part of a collaborative triple funding model through the Office on Aging, the Legal Aid Society of Columbus, and the College of Social Work to fund a full-time social worker employed through legal aid and housed in eviction court. The goal of this program will be support those over the age of 60 experiencing an eviction, as well as deploy student interns under the full-time social worker. Additionally, it is the goal of this funding to serve as a real-time data collection to help us understand more about the demographics of older adults that are experiencing evictions. These projects will work harmoniously for a continuity of service delivery. The Office on Aging continues to work to address additional solutions for those over the age of 60 as it relates to housing challenges, and has recently embarked on a similar process in partnership with Franklin County Adam H. Board focused on mental health in older adults. Pending any questions, we request your approval of this resolution.
If there's no questions, I'll move approval of 781-19.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 781-19 has been adopted.
Thank you. Purchasing.
Resolution number 782-19, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $1,441,428.68.
Good morning, Commissioners. Megan Perry Valenier, Director of Purchasing.
Marlise Wicker, Small and Emerging Business Coordinator.
Good morning.
This resolution seeks approval of 78 purchase orders for which the County Auditor has pre-certified available funding.
The small and emerging business vendors include 15 eligible purchase orders totaling $166,000. These purchase orders are for goods and services that have a higher likelihood of participation of small and emerging businesses. Of these POs, 8 were awarded to small and emerging businesses totaling $156,520, which is 53% of the eligible PO volume and 94% of the eligible purchase order dollar value.
Pending any questions, I request your approval of this resolution.
If there's no questions, move approval of Resolution 782-19.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 782-19 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 783-19, resolution authorizing general fund supplemental appropriations related to the arena lease.
Good morning, Commissioners. Zach Choleric with the Office of Management and Budget.
Good morning.
This resolution would authorize a supplemental appropriation and approval of a purchase order in the amount of $255,457 for support of the arena lease payment. The additional amount is necessary as a result of higher than anticipated casino tax revenue in 2019. The adjustment reflects 29% of the additional revenue collections, which is the percentage required to be distributed pursuant to the terms of the lease approved by Resolution number 938-11. Pending any questions, would ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there's no questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 783-19.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 783-19 has been adopted, Resolution number 784-19, resolution reappointing Pierre Bigby to the Workforce Development Board pursuant to the requirements of the Workforce Investment and Opportunity Act of 2015.
Good morning, Commissioners. Eric Janis, Deputy Administrator. Mr. Bigby is a board member in good standing and a valuable member of our Finance Committee. Pending any questions, would recommend approval of this reappointment.
Pierre's been a great member. He used to serve on our budget. What is that called? Our budget.
The BEEP.
The budget. What did we call that? The budget.
Go ahead, Zach.
Budget and Economic Advisory Panel.
Budget and Economic Advisory Panel. Yeah, he's been a valuable member. If there's no questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 784-19.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 784-19 has been adopted. Resolution number 785-19, resolution authorizing the data sharing and confidentiality agreement between the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services and Local Area 11 for the Workforce Board of Central Ohio.
Commissioners, this is the annual agreement between the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services and Local Area 11, which collectively comprises of the local elected officials and appointing authorities to the Workforce Development Board, which is the Board of Commissioners and the Mayor of the City of Columbus, and the Workforce Development Board. This agreement allows for the sharing of aggregate information related to wage information and unemployment insurance. Pending any questions, would recommend approval of this resolution.
If there's no questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 785-19.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 785-19 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Recorder.
The recorder?
Recorder? Nobody. All right. Do we have anybody from the recorder, though?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We do have a public hearing. Can the clerk please read the public hearing notice?
As was adopted by the Board of Commissioners on August 27th, 2000. Excuse me, I'm sorry. 1 second, I apologize.
Commissioners, per the revised code, this public hearing needs to have a stenographer. The revised code requires a stenographer for the public hearing for the Torrance land registration abolishment. And so we'll let the stenographer settle in, let us know when she's ready, and then be able to proceed with reading of the public notice.
And I apologize, I was on a roll, so.
I'm ready.
So it'll take us a second here.
Could you ask me to read it again, please?
Okay. We have a public hearing. Clerk, can you please read the public hearing notice?
As was adopted by the Board of Commissioners on August 27th, 2019, by Resolution Number 631-19, and pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 5310, registration of land titles, the County Recorder's Office has made public notice of its intent to review and pursue the abolition of said registration. Notice was published in newspapers of general circulation on Tuesday, September 17th, Thursday, September 19th, Tuesday, September 24th, and Thursday, September 26, 2019, in the Columbus Dispatch. Additionally, notice was published in the Columbus Communicator on September 19th, 2019. As is required in ORC, the County Recorder's Office is now seeking evidence regarding deregistration of all registered lands with the intent of dealing with said lands as non-registered land if abolished. The county's Recorder's Office is seeking evidence with regards to matters of land abolition as is outlined in Section 5310.34 of the revised code. Upon review of evidence and material facts, the Board of County Commissioners will make a final decision regarding the abolishment of the registration of land titles.
It's my cue. No? Okay, at this time, I'd like to open up the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here today in the audience who would like to speak to this public hearing? Okay, seeing that there are none, I'd like to now close the public hearing. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Okay, what do we do?
I believe that someone from the recorder's office has comments to share.
I can share anything additional. I feel that.
I think that would be helpful.
Okay,
for the
that's
public hearing
fine.
with the
Absolutely,
stenographer
absolutely.
to-
So we have.
It's part of the public record.
Yeah, no problem.
So we're not closing the public hearing? But just from a procedural standpoint, to make sure, so we are not closing the public hearing at this point.
I
We're going to
will
let
say
her
anything.
speak to her
Yes,
comments, and then we'll
sorry.
close. Okay, great.
I have spoken so many times on this, I'm totally unclear as to what else I could say, but I will reiterate that this is a antiquated system that is no longer used in Franklin County. It's literally one book that we have on our floor that has we've researched and navigated through to see who in the book is, or who would still qualify as technically a registered land. There's only a handful of them. It's simply just not a system that is used in Franklin County. It's as we have folks who retire and we have natural attrition in our office, we have less and less people who understand how this system works. And we also, as we see the folks who use our office, the title searchers and the attorneys, as they age and quit practicing in this area, we are seeing less and less folks actually out in the community who understand how this works as well. So all of these titles will be put into the regular system. We're not losing anything. It's just something that is not worth keeping going or having. It's just something we can just adopt into our regular title registration, or not registration, our title system that we have that we use that navigates over 400,000 parcels in Franklin County. So again, we're here. This is just the next step in this long process that the ORC has outlined for us, and hoping that this goes smoothly, as I'm assuming it will, and we will be soon done with this, and you will not be seeing
Melissa,
this topic any longer.
is this common in other counties as well? I mean, is this something
So the one of the largest, this idea took off in the southwestern part of the state, in Hamilton County and Butler County, to where their recorder's offices had whole departments of folks who just dealt with registered land. Hamilton County, within the last, I don't remember the actual year they abolished theirs, but they had the largest one by far, and they abolished theirs within the last 10 years. And Butler County then abolished theirs as well. Again, just because it was an extra step, and it just more red tape than what needed to be with the way that we actually record documents now, and the way and title searchers can search for documents. With technology, it's very transparent, it's very obvious. You can find almost anything on any property if it's filed with our office fairly easily. So this idea of registered land, while it in practice a number of years ago when it was, early 1900s when it was established, you could kind of understand why they did it, to ensure that there was always kind of a check back. It's not really necessary any longer because of technology. So those large counties who had whole departments have abolished it in their counties, so our little tiny book seems minuscule compared to what they had to abolish, but it would help and just kind of clean up and make sure that we're doing everything appropriately to move forward, so we don't ever get into a bind down the road.
Okay.
I have no other comments. So.
Great.
All right.
Are there any further questions? No. Or is there anyone else that would like to speak on this public hearing? Okay, seeing that there are none, at this time I'd like to close the public hearing.
Okay.
Thank you.
What do I do now?
Thank you.
We can move on to the next.
Oh, we don't have anything to actually.
No, nothing to vote on.
Okay.
When will be the next? What's the next step from here?
So there'll be a period of time that this is there's a cost benefit analysis that we will help the office, your administration do, and then we'll come back and have one more resolution that basically abolishes it, and then we are required within 10 days to do what we need to do and basically include it into our system, which technically all of the documents are already in our regular system. We'll just kind of rubber stamp it and make it official, and then we won't ever have to talk about this again.
Great. Beautiful. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Board of Commissioners.
Fantastic. Thank you.
So
We're closed. Thank you. Thank you very much. Excuse me. Resolution number 786-19, resolution of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners to convene into executive session to confer with the Franklin County Prosecutor's Office concerning pending or imminent litigation.
Move to convene into executive session to confer with the attorney for the public body concerning disputes involving the public body that are subject of pending or imminent court action.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 786-19 has been adopted, and we are now in executive session. Thank you.
All right.
Use the whiteboard.
All right.